I guess kind of shifting gears. So you've ran teams, you've been in pest control. What were some of the things that you did as a team in this off season? And something that, like for the seasonal guys, like you were in pest control, some of these guys do roofing. Maybe they have blitzes in the off season, but like it's pretty, we're coming into the holidays. We're coming into the lull, right? What were some best practices you or the company saw to keep the culture alive during the next 3-4 months?
This is the best time to run recruiting incentives for your team. It's also a great time to just share some love and check in with each other and make sure everyone's got something to look forward to in the holiday season. Not everyone's got the ideal family situation or cool plans, especially right now during quarantining and pandemic times. Like I've heard more often than not lately that we're just staying home. We can't really go see any family. So I think it's a good idea right now when it comes to communicating with your teams is to just share some love and do a friendly outreach and share a good message or something right now.
Because I'm going to say this, nobody wants to be the guy that's like, I have no place for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like, that's almost an embarrassing thing to say, right?
Yep.
Nobody wants to be like, like, my Christmas is going to be great by myself, sipping on some wine in the back.
Yeah.
It's like nobody wants. So it is a good opportunity as leaders, good recruiters, just friends, like building that culture.
Yeah.
I love that you said that because.
So that was a big thing, and then another thing is when it comes to there's like a two-sided approach to that. Another thing is like send a little gift. If you're leading, it's because that's a big part of your job is not necessarily like creating entitlement, but do something fun. Do a team sweatshirt or a team beanie or something, and send them out to your guys as a surprise or just here's a Christmas gift, whatever that is.
And involve their wives and family.
Always. Yeah.
I remember my regional sent my wife like this little makeup kit for Christmas. It was all wrapped, and it was just like, that was thoughtful. That was
a long way.
Yeah, like there was a loyalty building element to that. There was you took some time to think about it. I think with your key people, something a little bit more custom for them. Like you had to think through it and be like, I know they really like this. They've been talking about this, and it's like boom, and you show up with something huge value add.
Yeah, even at our own company at Pronto last year, we had a surprise swag bag that was given to all of us right before Christmas, I believe, and it was so cool. Everyone right then and there put on their Pronto sweatshirt, and it was fun. Like, and it felt like someone cared, and they thought about you. And then, absolutely involving the families. That's always good. For those that have the family, spouse, kids, it always goes a long way. It makes you feel a little deeper rooted and loyal to that, to what you're doing and to your team and your leader. And the last thing is, during this time, people are around other people, friends, family, recruits, whatever, team members. Do recruiting activities. Share those, blast those out. In Pronto, you can forward a message to everyone. You can post those announcements to different groups and individuals. Like, do something fun. Make it an exciting incentive to get new recruits in the pipeline.
Yeah, and you think about it, like what an opportunity for recruiting during COVID, because people are looking for something to do. Like last weekend, I was like texting like 12 friends. I'm like, hey, where you at, dude? Like, what are you doing this tonight? And I was like, man, I am that like kid that's like, I haven't been invited to anything this weekend. I should probably do something. Yeah. And I realized like how many people are out there looking for something cool to do. You are the instigator of a cool activity. What an opportunity for recruiting. Like people are like, social gatherings? Like, no offense to anybody that is not socially gathering right now, be responsible, but be the catalyst to some fun, because everybody's twiddling their thumbs being like everything else is shut down. So if you create some creativity of events, you're going to pull some good talent.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and then I think doing a sweet combination of those things, you're going to see at the worst your current group strengthened and locked in and more excited, ready to go. It's not uncommon during this time too, to what I remember, to get a lot of messages asking for training material because they've got some time right now. They're not in school. They're home chilling. You know, your team's got a lot of time on their hands a lot of the time during the season. So, you know, it's a great time to share some training content, maybe record some trainings, send them over and practice.
Yeah, I love that. I think so many, I mean, that's what our company does. We're a training platform. We go film with companies and film their trainings and edit it. I think I see a lot of these off-season people managing their time in the off-season and saying like, oh, we'll get to that. And then come summer, they're like, hey, how's your training coming? And they're like, you know, we got like, you know, this PDF. And I'm like, oh, cool. That's super exciting. You know, and so training is a huge piece that, you know, we're getting hit up right and left, and of people, like especially the summer programs, like a lot of alarm and pest control companies have been hitting us up, and it's like, okay, it's time. Let's like put something together. I got a text this morning from one of the major players, and he's like, we've talked about training for a long time. I'm like, yeah, talk is not going to deliver like good stuff to your people. And then holding them accountable, like using the announcement saying, hey, this focus this week is, you know, let's say objections. And I want everybody to video themselves, send it into the app and say, hey, here's me overcoming this objection. Or, you know, like having that group kind of feel and share virtually through some type of technology is a really powerful way to kind of collectively create training.
Yep.
I think a lot of people think I'm going to record Sam and he's just going to make all these cool videos and then everybody's going to watch it. Like, no, make it feel like it's like a virtual consistent workshop that's happening.
Yeah. Especially when you are out on the doors, for those that aren't seasonal, that are out right now selling. With Pronto, you just go live, it's recording, it's going to your whole group. Just have someone there with you or film yourself doing it, put it in your pocket, just hear it, you know. It's real. That's a real experience where someone that's an expert or that knows what they're doing can share their on the door experience with a team and hear, you know, those reps that are learning or trying to get better, they can hear objections being overcome. They can hear what a sale sounds like. They can see it, you know. And
I tell people like hidden camera, like if you're shadowing a guy, just like sit there like with your phone like kind of in your pocket or whatever, and like film it and then send it to the group and be like, see what he did well, see what he did bad. Like we have DDD TV and I have one of these shows called the DDD Critic, and I have people upload their door approaches like hidden camera and send it to me, and I like pick it apart. It's actually really cool. And, you know, what if you did that internally with your people? Like, I found people aren't getting creative enough, maybe due to just lack of bandwidth or, I don't know, like they don't have the direction. And
a lot of it's enablement. Yeah. They use what they know to use, you know, and so if they're used to Voxer, they're going to use Voxer. If they're used to nothing, they're not going to use anything, you know, and
that's a good point.
When they're enabled, they're provided with a tool that they can get creative with. Great. And sometimes they have the tools and they don't leverage them. So being provided with some, you know, best practice, best tips, you know, or a leader knowing, hey, you can use this for, you know, this feature or this tool for X, Y, and Z. A lot of times that just sparks the juices for people.
So. I like that.